Alright, so let's talk about how to tune your instruments. First off, I would like to give you some recommendations before you start, especially because we're at home with some limited supplies and limited support, although I'm always there for you on Google Meet if you would like. There's a couple ways to tune your instruments. Way one is with the pegs. That's for really large adjustments. And way two is with the fine tuners for smaller adjustments. My recommendation would be to go slowly and possibly bring an adult with you so that you guys could do it together. I would also say you should try tuning a string like your lowest string maybe, C strings for violas and cellos, G strings for violins, any string that you might not play often. I would avoid tuning your D and your A string until last so you have a hang of it and you can practice on other strings first. So if you want to know how to use a tuner, I would recommend you looking at my How to Tune with a Ukulele video. It'll show you how to watch the tuner, and that's the exact same thing for all string instruments. For this video, I'm going to show you just physically how to tune the string instruments because it's a little bit different and a little bit harder than ukulele. So, first up, if your strings are really out of tune, or just super loose, right? Maybe possibly even so loose that it's off the bridge like that. What you're going to do is you're going to line it up on the bridge, make sure. And then what I like to do is once it's lined up on the bridge, I make sure my thumb is holding the string up so it's on the bridge correctly. And then really slowly, I'm going to take the peg, which you just line your finger up, follow which one you need to do, and I tune it up and tighten it. But this is where I have to go really, really slow. If I go too fast, I can break the string. So when I'm tuning with any of my pegs, I'm basically pushing towards the peg box, this is the peg box, into the instrument and pushing up at the same time. So it's kind of like this type of motion. So, and listen to how slow I'm going. So pretty slow, nothing drastic. Again, if I wanted to go to my next string, this is pretty low, so I couldn't use the fine tuner for a small adjustment. I'd really have to go for the big one for the peg. So I follow the string all the way up. I know I need to use this peg, and again, I'm going really slow. And if it slips out, that just means you need to push into the peg box a little bit harder. Again, for my D string, it's pretty low. I follow it up. I know I need to use this peg. And if you're looking at a tuner, I want to go by even the half steps, so you'll see D, D sharp, E, F natural, F sharp, like really, really small adjustments. Let's say my A string's pretty close. I might not want to use the peg for that. I'd want to use the fine tuner. And fine tuner just means that you're adjusting it really, really small, fine. And I just double check the rest of my strings. So my G slipped out of tune a little bit, so I follow it up. Go really slowly. And then I C. So that's how you tune your instruments. Again, my recommendation would be to leave it if you can. If the string is like just totally off or loose or off the bridge, then obviously you are going to have to tune. But if it's just a little bit off, I will be able to hear the difference on your smart music stuff or your recordings. It won't bother me at all, and we'll be able to hear what you're playing anyway. If you absolutely do need to tune, I am happy to help you. You can email me. We could even set up a Google Meet so I can walk you through. And again, I would recommend doing this with a parent and doing it slowly so that you can do it correctly and avoid breaking a string, especially when we don't have too many supplies available and around quickly. Good luck, happy playing, and let me know if you have any questions.